Truth and love. There's nothing more powerful. No matter what challenge you're going through or you're facing, the love of God and the truth of God is more powerful and greater than any challenge.
In a shocking twist that has left the gospel music world reeling, Cece Winans' closest family members, her brother, mother, and father, just made a revelation so big it could change everything. Known for her graceful and uplifting gospel music, Cece's carefully constructed public image is now facing a seismic shift. What could possibly cause such a stir? The announcement, made at a recent family gathering, caught everyone off guard. With the Winans family deeply embedded in gospel history, it's hard to imagine any news so explosive coming from them. But when Cece's own blood is the one making waves, you know it's bound to be massive. This is a scandal, an announcement, and a family truth that could alter Cece's legacy forever. But the real question is, what does this mean for Cece's future in the industry, and for the legacy of one of gospel's most iconic families? What has been disclosed challenges everything we thought we knew about Cece Winans and her family dynamics. For decades, the Winans family has been seen as the epitome of gospel music, faith, and unity. Their tight-knit bond and their collective influence in the industry has made them legendary. But now, the very fabric of that family unity is being questioned. What's behind this dramatic announcement, and why did Cece's family decide that now was the time to reveal these truths? The layers of secrecy are peeling back, and what's being exposed is about to send shockwaves through the gospel world. In this VIDE, we delve into what exactly the Winans family has said, the reactions it has sparked, and the ripple effect it could have not only on Cece's career, but also on the gospel community at large. This isn't just about an announcement. It's a revelation that challenges everything Cece and her family have stood for. As the tension builds, we'll give you the inside scoop on how this announcement is poised to change Cece Winans' path forward, and why it's the most talked about event in gospel music today. As Cece's brother, mother, and father speak their truth, we are forced to ask ourselves, is this announcement a form of betrayal? Or is it a brave move to set the record straight? Is the Winans' once united front now a thing of the past? As Cece navigates this new chapter, what will it mean for her relationship with her family? But the biggest question is still looming. How will Cece herself respond to her family's bombshell? Will she stand united with them, or will this revelation tear the Winans family apart? Stay tuned, because the story is far from over. The Winans family legacy under fire. The Winans family is known for their remarkable legacy in gospel music, with each member contributing to the faith-based music scene in their unique way. But the recent bombshell announcement has thrown this carefully cultivated image into turmoil. Cece's brother, mother, and father are no longer silent about the issues within the family, and the cracks are starting to show. The harmony that once defined their family is being replaced by public airing of grievances, and it's threatening to undo everything they've built. What's been exposed goes far beyond family disagreements. The heart of the Winans' success has always been their unity, and now that unity is in question. Could it be that the very foundation that made the Winans family a household name is now crumbling? For years, they've presented an image of family cohesion and spiritual strength, but these recent revelations suggest that this facade may have been masking deeper issues all along. The gospel community has always viewed the Winans as untouchable. So what does this new conflict mean for the industry they helped shape? For Cece, this is an incredibly difficult moment. As the face of the Winans' global reach, she has been the symbol of grace, love, and family values. But now, her family's shocking claims could throw a wrench into her carefully planned narrative. How does a gospel superstar, revered for her spiritual music, react when her own family exposes long-hidden truths? Cece must now grapple with not only her family's internal struggles but the impact it will have on her fans and followers. As this family drama unfolds, questions of loyalty and betrayal swirl in the air. The music industry and gospel community are buzzing with speculation. Will Cece stand by her family, or will the weight of their actions be too much to bear? And what about the impact this will have on the Winans ministry and the future of Lakewood Church, which has long been associated with their teachings and message? The stakes couldn't be higher. For Cece, the tension is palpable. Her family's revelations may not only affect her career, but could challenge the very core of what she's stood for in her life and ministry. We take a deeper look into how this family rift could change the landscape of gospel music and Cece's role in it. Will the Winans' legacy survive this scandal, or will it crumble under the weight of their own truths. Cece's brother exposes the family's dark secrets. The drama thickens as Cece's brother steps into the spotlight, exposing a series of shocking secrets that have long been buried in the Winans family history. This revelation is so explosive that it's threatening to rewrite everything the world thought they knew about the Winans. Known for their unity and strength, the Winans have kept their personal lives largely private, until now. What prompted Cece's brother to finally speak out? And what does it mean for the rest of the family? The emotional toll of being in a family that is both famous and heavily scrutinized is unimaginable. And now, Cece's brother has opened a Pandora's box of allegations, including claims of financial mismanagement and personal betrayals that will leave you shocked. What kind of family could hide these truths for so long? How did these issues stay in the shadows while the Winans preached love, unity, and spiritual truth? The stark contrast between the public persona and the private family struggles is impossible to ignore. The weight of these secrets has been building for years, and Cece's brother is finally sharing them with the world. His claims are centered around the family's internal power struggles and decisions that have long been questioned by insiders. What has been happening behind the scenes, and how will these revelations affect Cece's personal life and career moving forward? Could these secrets derail everything the Winans family has worked for? For Cece, this is a personal and professional crisis of unimaginable proportions. As her brother exposes the family's darkest secrets, the world begins to question whether Cece is as connected to her family as she once appeared to be. Was she aware of the issues all along, or is she now facing the consequences of her family's decisions? The impact of these revelations will be felt not just within the Winans family but throughout the gospel music industry. A shocking family feud that could rip the Winans apart. What happens when family loyalty is shattered and long-held secrets come to light? The Winans family, once a beacon of unity in the world of gospel, is now facing a potential unraveling. Cece Winans' brother, mother, and father have all exposed cracks in the foundation, and the tensions have reached a boiling point. The gospel community, who has long looked up to the Winans as a model of faith and unity, is now questioning the integrity of the family's public image. Behind the polished performances and carefully curated interviews lies a web of unresolved conflicts and betrayals. Cece's siblings have expressed their dissatisfaction with how the family's ministry has evolved, and their latest claims are forcing Cece to confront the reality of a broken family. It's one thing to experience personal disagreements, but when your private battles are exposed to the world, it becomes a public spectacle. This chapter delves into the emotional weight of these revelations and what it could mean for Cece's relationship with her family. The fallout from this family feud is far-reaching. If Cece decides to side with her siblings or speak out against the situation, it could damage her own reputation and future projects. The stakes couldn't be higher for a gospel icon like Cece, whose influence extends beyond music and into ministry. Could these family rifts force Cece to reevaluate her entire career? What's even more shocking is that this feud isn't just about personal issues, it's about business. As the Winans family's empire continues to grow, so does the potential for further conflict. The battle for control over the Winans legacy could create lasting divisions, with each family member fighting for their own vision of what the ministry should look like. In this chapter, we explore the potential consequences of this family feud. Could it change the course of Cece's career and the Winans' influence in the gospel music world? Could this be the moment that reshapes the future of the entire ministry? Keep watching as we dive into the heart of this controversy. The shocking truth behind their silence. For years, Cece Winans' mother and father have remained silent, playing supportive roles in the family's success. But now, they've broken their silence in an unprecedented way. The Winans patriarch and matriarch are speaking out, revealing their perspectives on the family rift that has sent shockwaves through the gospel world. Their statements are filled with heartbreak and disbelief, as they reflect on what has become of the family they worked so hard to build. Cece's parents have seen it all, the highs, the lows, the triumphs, and the struggles. But their revelations paint a picture of a family divided, one where old wounds have resurfaced and new conflicts have taken root. In their eyes, what happened to the Winans family was both inevitable and devastating. As their children took on bigger roles in the ministry, tensions began to grow, and the family's unity started to erode. The impact of this revelation cannot be understated. For years, Cece's parents were seen as the stable force in the family, but now they too are caught in the middle of this growing scandal. Their thoughts on the family's fractured relationships shed light on the real reasons behind this shocking announcement. Could this be the beginning of the end for the Winans family as we know it? In this chapter, we uncover the raw emotions and painful truths Cece's parents are revealing. The tension between supporting their children and holding onto the values they've spent a lifetime building has reached its breaking point. Their words offer new insights into the personal sacrifices made for the Winans ministry and the struggles they've endured to keep the family together. As the Winans' once untouchable image begins to crumble, we'll dive into what Cece's parents really think about the fallout and how they feel about their children's public divide. Will this revelation heal old wounds or make them worse? Financial allegations that could rock the church. The Winans family is no stranger to wealth, fame, and influence, but recent revelations about their financial dealings could send shockwaves through the gospel community. Allegations of financial mismanagement and the diversion of church resources for personal gain have come to light, with Cece's siblings making bold claims about how money has been spent. The Winans' massive ministry is built on the principle of service, but if these allegations are true, their financial practices may be far from righteous. Lisa, April, and Tamara have all raised concerns about how funds, originally intended for outreach and charity, have been redirected towards promoting Cece's father's personal brand. The family, once seen as a shining example of gospel-centered generosity, now faces accusations of prioritizing luxury over faith. With millions of dollars at stake, these claims could have serious legal and financial ramifications, not only for Lakewood Church, but for the Winans' entire legacy. The sisters have specifically mentioned that extravagant productions and lavish campaigns seem to have replaced the humble ministry their father had envisioned. Could this misallocation of funds be a sign of corruption within the church? If these allegations hold weight, it could trigger a full-scale investigation into the Winans' financial dealings, which may lead to serious legal consequences. For Cece, who has long been considered the beacon of grace and humility, the accusations threaten to derail her reputation as a role model for Christian communities. At the heart of this controversy is the question, where should the line be drawn between ministry and business? Are the Winans using their gospel influence for profit, or are they still truly dedicated to their calling? As this financial storm builds, the pressure on Cece to take a stand will only increase. What will she do in response to these claims, and how will she protect her family's legacy moving forward? This chapter dives deep into the implications of these financial allegations, offering an inside look at how the Winans family's wealth may be threatening to destroy the foundation their ministry was built on. Will they be able to weather this financial scandal? Or is this the beginning of the end for the once unshakable Winans family? When a family ministry reaches the scale of Lakewood Church, questions of financial accountability are bound to arise. With Cece Winans' brother, mother, and father now publicly calling out what they see as the misuse of church funds, the spotlight is on Lakewood's financial operations. These explosive allegations suggest that resources meant for the poor, community outreach, and church expansion have been diverted to fund lavish personal projects, raising concerns about the ethical and legal implications of such actions. Tamara, the most reserved member of the Winans family, has quietly raised concerns about the financial practices under Cece's leadership. She suggests that funds have been funneled into projects that directly benefit Cece's personal brand, rather than the church's mission. If these accusations are true, the legal ramifications could be severe. Churches and nonprofits are bound by strict financial oversight rules, and any misuse of funds could lead to an IRS investigation, potentially jeopardizing Lakewood's tax-exempt status. What started as a family dispute has now escalated into a full-blown financial scandal, with public trust hanging in the balance. The Winans' financial decisions are being questioned, and the world is asking, how did they get to this point? Are Cece and her family operating a church, or are they running a business that prioritizes personal wealth over the mission of the church? Exploring how these allegations could result in far-reaching consequences, from IRS investigations to legal battles. Could Cece Winans face criminal charges? How will these claims affect her reputation in the Christian community? And will they lead to a complete overhaul of how Lakewood Church operates? As the fallout from these accusations continues to unfold, Cece and the Winans family find themselves at a critical crossroads. how Cece's siblings took aim at her legacy. Betrayal and power struggles are at the center of this shocking saga, as Cece Winans' siblings have made their grievances public in a series of interviews and statements. While Cece has long been seen as the golden child of the Winans family, her siblings, who played key roles in building the ministry, feel increasingly sidelined and betrayed by their sister's rise to stardom. What is the real story behind the family's fracturing relationships, and how did Cece end up at odds with her own flesh and blood? April and Lisa, once instrumental in shaping the Winans ministry, have accused Cece of taking control of the family's brand to the detriment of their contributions. They claim that Cece's growing influence has led to the exclusion of family members from key decisions about the future of the church. As the power dynamics within the Winans family shift, the stakes are higher than ever. Cece now faces the fallout from a fractured family, where old alliances are no longer secure. The accusations of betrayal cut deep. We explore how Cece's once tight bond with her siblings started to unravel. As the ministry grew and the spotlight turned brighter on Cece, it became clear that family unity was no longer the top priority. With power struggles over the direction of the church, these long-simmering tensions have boiled over into a public scandal. Could this be the end of the Winans family dynasty, or is there hope for reconciliation? Cece's siblings have been vocal about their disappointment in her leadership style, which they claim has moved away from the family-oriented, humble approach their father had envisioned. As the allegations pile up, it's clear that Cece is now facing the consequences of taking center stage in the family business. Can she mend the rift, or will the damage be irreparable? We dive into the heart of the Winans' internal conflict, offering an in-depth look at how personal and professional betrayals have turned a tight-knit family into a battleground for control and legacy. A family divided. The Winans family has long been a symbol of unity, with Cece at the forefront of their success in both the music and ministry worlds. But now, with public allegations of financial mismanagement and betrayal, the very fabric of the family's once impervious image is unraveling. Cece is now caught in the middle of a storm that threatens to destroy the family legacy. As the allegations continue to build, the question on everyone's mind is, will Cece Winans be able to withstand the pressure and protect her reputation? Cece's public persona has always been one of grace, humility, and devotion to God. But as her family members speak out against her leadership and the direction of Lakewood Church, the cracks in that perfect image are starting to show. How will she respond to the accusations from her closest family members? And how will it affect her future in both the music industry and the ministry? We take an in-depth look at the emotional and professional toll these revelations have had on Cece. While her siblings claim that she has put business over family, Cece must now navigate the complex dynamics of public scrutiny and private betrayal. Will she address these issues head-on and work to reconcile with her family, or will the scandal be too much to overcome? As Cece grapples with these allegations, her future remains uncertain. Exploring how she might confront these challenges and what steps she could take to rebuild the trust of her fans, family, and congregation. Will Cece's reputation survive this scandal, or will the damage be irreparable? The next steps in this ongoing drama could change everything for her. Can the ministry survive the fallout? The fate of Lakewood Church and the Winans family itself hangs in the balance as the fallout from these shocking revelations continues to spread. With financial allegations, family divisions, and a public loss of trust, the Winans empire is facing its most significant test yet. As Cece Winans and her family members navigate this tumultuous period, the big question remains: will they be able to restore their legacy, or is this the beginning of the end for the iconic ministry? The road to redemption will not be easy. For Cece, rebuilding her family's trust will require more than public statements or damage control. The foundation of Lakewood Church and the Winans family's future depends on transparency, accountability, and a renewed commitment to the values their father instilled in them. But with the stakes so high, the challenges are formidable. Can the Winans repair the damage done, or will the rift between Cece and her family be too wide to bridge? We explore the potential outcomes for Lakewood Church and the Winans family as they try to move forward from this scandal. Will the ministry adapt to the changing landscape, or will it face irreversible consequences? The Winans legacy, built on faith and unity, is now under threat. and the path ahead is unclear. The question remains: can Cece Winans reclaim her family's reputation and restore the trust of her congregation? Or has this scandal irreparably altered the course of her ministry? As the world watches, the future of the Winans family hangs in the balance. Outro. The revelations surrounding Cece Winans and her family have left us all speechless. From financial scandals to deep family rifts, this story is far from over. Do you think Cece will be able to salvage her legacy? Or is this the end of the road for the Winans dynasty? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Your opinion could change everything. This saga is just beginning, and we'll be following every twist and turn. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss an update. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. This is only the tip of the iceberg. Stay tuned, and I'll catch you in the next video.